then it's frustrating when the guy's narrative is like, well, they denied me sex. And it's like, that was never on the table for you.
Okay, I got some good news for all you sad sacks claiming that you've been friend zoned.
Yeah.
The majority of couples start out as friends. And that's it. No, I'm going to give a little more spiel. Have you seen When Harry Met Sally?
No.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's not nice of me, but you should watch that with me. It's an amazing movie. But never mind, I won't reference it because my main doesn't know
Are you
it.
talking about the orgasm scene?
No, not the orgasm scene. The whole premise is Harry says women and men can't be friends because sex always gets in the way. And Sally's
Which
like,
is archaic.
bitch, shut up. And then at the end of the movie, they get together.
Yeah.
And they have been friends for years and years before they get married. The lead researcher, Danu Anthony Stinson, of the new study, investigated Harry's truth that sex always gets in the way and asked 1,900 college students and 670-ish adults if they were friends with their partners before getting together. 68% said the romance started
as friends.
Yeah, as friends. I should have worded that better.
No, it made sense.
Okay, cool. Thanks. And that's even higher among 20-something-year-olds and members of the LGBTQ community, with 80% reporting friends to fuckers. That's huge stats. And when asked how long the friendship lasted before turning into romance, the average was 22 months, and half of people said it's better to start out as friends rather than meeting someone at a party or online. I mean, of course, they're going to say that because that's how they met their partner.
Right.
But also, it's like...
The best way is my way.
We were talking with Violet last week. She was saying the reason why she preaches not having sex on the first date if you want to be romantically involved with them is to create that friendship connection and get to know each other and be vulnerable with each other so that when the sex arrives, it's easy to communicate. So I'm just waiting for one of my guy friends to fall in love with them. I have no guy friends.
I was going to say, you're going to have to get some guy friends.
Yes. All my guy friends are gay, in fact.
Yeah, and they're not going to fall in love with you, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I feel like my beef with the friend zone narrative is that there's like this implication that the guys who are like, oh, I've been friend zoned, never wanted to actually be your friend in the first place. It's like you are pursuing someone, you are pursuing a relationship under the guise of friendship, and now you're upset that that person isn't responding to the romantic feelings that you've always harbored. And that's such like an unfair way to go about the situation. It's like it just feels dishonest to me. And it's like women don't owe you sex, and the expectation of meeting a person should never just be sex unless that's explicit. Like you meet someone on a dating site or, you are set up by other people. But like if you're just meeting someone out in the wild and it's not expressly said like, let's, explore this romantically, then it's frustrating when the guy's narrative is like, well, they denied me sex. And it's like, that was never on the table for you.
Yeah.
You weren't friend zoned.
Yeah.
You were just never fucking playing the game in the first place.
It's very pathetic and gaslighty of them. And I think spills into like other categories of like, I've been in situations, I'm sure a lot of women resonate with this, where I'll be like to a guy who I am hooking up with, like, I don't want to have sex. And then they'll be like, oh, I wasn't even expecting anything, like blah, blah, blah. I think that that's just what they want. And then I feel anxiety. So I have to blurt out, I don't want to have sex. And then hold my breath until they're like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. And then other times.
Because people get killed for that kind of shit. For turning men down.
Oh, yeah. It's a really scary thing. And also to say, no, I don't want that. Yeah. Like, are you going to shoot me now? And then the other thing, we've experienced this, men who pretend to be our friends, we trust it. Right. And then actually, no, they just want to fuck us.
Well, and that's the thing. Like in college, I had a few male friends who I thought were my very close friends, who I treated like I would treat any of my female friends. Like we would go out to get food or drinks and I would tell them about like my life. And like, I do think women have a higher amount of rapport between each other than men do. Like we are more expressive about our feelings and we're more comfortable sharing our emotions. And like just telling like women talking about their days is oftentimes intimate and it's close. And I think men mistake that for love, when it's not, because they don't have that healthy expression. You were talking about this when you were talking about that Little Dicky episode.
Yeah.
Where like men need healthier ways to express their emotions in their own friendships, so that when they meet a woman who's just being nice to them, they're not like, oh my God, I'm in love.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know? But it sucked. I had a really close friend sit down with me and be like, why do you keep leading me on? Like, this is so inappropriate. I was like, I literally haven't done anything.
That's so
I haven't made
unfair.
any sort of sexual advance. Like I haven't, and I was made to feel like a shitty person for having just like treated this person like I treated any of my other friends. And I was like, that's not love, dude. That's just being nice.
And just because he liked you so much, you don't owe him anything except friendship.
Yeah. I hate that it's often turned to make women feel guilty for just like being good people.
Yeah, for just being
nice
for existing.
Humans. Yeah.
Ugh, it's so
it's the reason why I think a lot of women feel they need to be colder toward people.
Yeah.
When they first meet them, where I'm like, I don't engage with random men anymore because I'm afraid they're going to expect more from me than what I want to offer.
Yeah. So don't blame us when we think guys are creepy and then they're like, no, like, well, I didn't want to fuck you. Like, we're just constantly being gaslighted every which way.
It was so funny. Hunter was telling me a story about how he was walking down the street the other day.